Ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Titans Tube. This is going to be our picks for Week 13. We're in December, and it's crunch time here. And we have another great special guest for you guys to help us make our picks this week. Joining us is Titan Anderson. You can subscribe to his channel called Titan Anderson, or you can follow him on Twitter at Titan Anderson1. Man, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you coming on here.
Hey man, thanks for the invitation and stuff, man. It's funny. I didn't even tell you guys this, but I remember because I've had my first Titans video I did was when I did a live draft reaction when we drafted Derrick Henry.
Nice.
But I remember when I was at work. I can't remember what year it was, but I had my YouTube channel, but I didn't really do videos like that. I'd make a video here and there, but I remember being at work and your guys' notification, or not notification, but like it popped up on the side. So I remember watching an episode of you guys while I was at work, long time ago, man. And this was when you guys had some girl with you guys. I don't know who.
Oh yeah, that was the other co-host was Caleb, and that was his wife, Amy. Derrick Henry draft. I think that was our first year on Titans Tube. I think that was the first year we started the channel. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's cool. Fun. Yeah, you found us way back in the day.
It was a long time ago, man. A long time ago I seen you guys, and that was crazy. I was just like, I didn't know people did stuff like that. I had no idea, but I heard you guys doing it. It seemed like a lot of fun or whatever, and but that's not really why I got into it or anything like that. But I really liked what you guys did. I watched you guys like here and there every once in a while when I was at work because that's when I had free time. But yeah, man, you guys did a good job. You guys and that girl, you guys all did a good job, man, doing all those picks. That's what I was watching. You guys were doing picks.
Yeah. I think people, did kind of come to us trying to find the weekly picks. I think that was our bread and butter for the most part. But appreciate it, man. And for your channel, like I was gonna bring this up, Jake. I think live streaming is like the thing right now. I know you do a lot of live Titan Anderson, and we're getting behind on the times here at Titans too. We need to like do some more of those live
old
streams.
heads.
That's where it's at right now. Yeah.
Sure.
The live streams are just a fun way to interact. I actually think like I kind of don't think I know. I think I make more content probably than anybody.
You do put out a lot.
I make a lot of content. I try to make it to where it's I interact with everybody. I try to because it gets hard. The more subscribers, like my goal this year, maybe I think it was like maybe almost 6 months now is when I was like, I'm gonna take this serious because I always did victory laps. I always did crows like when we lost and stuff. But I would just do my phone. I didn't care. I didn't care about numbers or anything like that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I could do this. Like if I tried, I think I could do something. I think I would be a good asset to Titans content and stuff. So I spent some money. I got microphone, new computers, webcams, just everything you could possibly imagine.
The Cyclops shades, like
definitely a business expense there. Yeah.
Hey, I mean these weren't expensive, but I get what you. It's But it's been a fun ride, man. It's been a fun ride.
Man. Yeah. I mean, you're everywhere. You do news updates, you do live streams talking about the games, previewing the games. So if you guys out there looking for more Titans content, make sure to check out Titan Anderson. We'll leave the links to that in the description below.
Sure.
Before we get on to our picks, let's briefly and quickly go over our week last week, Jake. We did really well. Myself and our guest last week, which was Chris from Titans and Truth, finished 10-3. That's what I'm talking about. No.
Titans and Truth.
10-4. 10-4. I'm sorry, I shorted us a loss. 10-4. But Jake, that was not enough. That was not to take you down. You went 11-3, my friend. You are the Week 12 champion. It's pretty good.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
It's the mustache.
It's the
mustache. There's a lot of wisdom in my.
It has to be, man. Has to be.
Carries.
It was much better than our week 11, which we went like 7-6 and 6-7. It was kind of ugly, but we'll see how we do this week. Let's get right to it. We've got 15 games to pick, so let's get right on it. Let's start off in the NFC South. We got the Drew Brees-less Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who destroyed the Raiders last week. Surprisingly, I did not see that coming. I was pretty shocked to see that. So I don't know. The Falcons seem to be figuring things out without their head coach, Dan Quinn, who was fired. How long can the Saints keep afloat, though, without Drew Brees? Titan Anderson, I'll go right back to you first. How are you liking this game?
Man, to be honest, it's with the Falcons, I feel like it's so random. You don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes they go out there and just act like they should be a playoff team. And there's other times they just like, how the heck did this happen? So it's crazy. Like that's one game. This is one game. Like if you had to put money on a game, I would not put money on this game. If Drew Brees was there, cakewalk. But I think because of the situation, I think the Saints are going to win. I just think that they have too much talent on both sides of the ball. They're going to do a lot of running. They're going to limit the turnovers on offense. They know what to do to win this football game, I feel. But I won't be surprised if the Falcons come out and just guns blazing, throwing everything at them that they can. But I'm going to go with the Saints on this one. Close game, man. Close game.
Saints for Titan Anderson. Jake, what about you?
I'm going to go Saints as well. I know Drew Brees continues to be out, but, this Falcons team, like you said, they're up and down, up and down. They were up last week, so I'm going to take them to be down this week. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, it's kind of tempting. I got to say it's kind of tempting to go Falcons with kind of just how they're playing overall now. I think they're definitely making some improvements after I don't know if it was all on the coach, but that's kind of lining up to where they're now playing good football since he's departed the team. But yeah, I got to go with the Saints too. I'm going to pick the sweep. So they're too good. They're too good on offense and defense, like you were saying, Titan Anderson.
A lot of talent.
Their defense is no joke. I think they can neutralize the Matt Ryan passing attack. Let's move on to another divisional game. The Lions at the Chicago Bears. Two NFC North teams that are just slumping right now, especially the Bears, riding a 5-game losing streak. This was kind of a toss-up. I'll go ahead and throw my hat in. I think the losing streak comes to an end right here with the Bears. They're due for a win. Is everything okay over there, Titan Anderson?
Yeah, it's good.
I'll take the Bears. They're at home. I mean, the Lions are struggling mightily. We'll see how that team does without their head coach now, Matt Patricia. But I got a feeling the Bears will finally get a bounce back win. Jake, what about you?
I'm going to take the Bears too. I think the losing streak comes to an end. I don't know. This Detroit Lions team is so puzzling. Talk about a team that's kind of up and down. Some people were maybe projecting them to get back in the wild card race, but obviously not happening. I'm going to take the home team here. Give me the Bears.
All right, that's 2 for the Bears. What about you, Titan Anderson?
I just think that the Bears are just totally lost on offense. The defense is going to do what they're going to do, but it gets to a certain point where it almost looks like the defense is just giving up on them late in games, like waiting for the offense to do something, and there's nothing. Both quarterbacks don't know what they're doing. They don't really have anyone on the offense that I'm scared of other than Robinson. So I think honestly, I'm gonna take the Lions. I think the Lions are gonna they're gonna score enough points to outscore whoever's at quarterback, probably Trubisky. I don't know, but I think the Lions. I think they'll pull through. I think they're gonna win a really low scoring game. 17-14 Lions, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty ugly, low scoring game.
Yeah.
But all right, I like it. I mean, Matt Stafford, he's way better than whoever the Bears quarterback is going to be. So maybe that can be the difference for him there. Let's move on to the Cincinnati Bengals. They're just trying to get through the season now that Joe Burrow's out. Taking on a playoff hopeful Miami Dolphins team in Miami. The Dolphins they beat the Jets last week. So, I mean, can you really consider that a win?
It was kind of like a bye week.
It was kind of like a bye week, right? I don't know. I like him. I like him against this Bengals team. Whether it's Tua or Fitzpatrick, they can beat this Bengals team with either quarterback. So I got the Dolphins. Titan Anderson, what about you?
Same thing. There's no way possible the Dolphins should be losing to a Burrow-less Bengal team. There's no way. I'm taking the Dolphins just because Burrow's not there. There's no way they lose. No way.
For sure. What about you, Jake?
I was flirting with the upset special here, but I agree. I'm going to make it a clean sweep and take the Fins here.
You got to play it smart. You got to defend that title, your Week 12 win.
I'm coming back into the picture, man. I'm coming back.
I need to go back.
Started bad, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I will go back eventually and add up our collective records. I don't think I've done that the past 2 weeks, but you definitely are catching up. But let's move on to this next game. Jags at Vikings. I don't know, not much to say about this game. I will say Jags did put up a fight against Cleveland. So, Edward, give them credit for that. Cleveland is looking pretty good, and they gave them a run for their money there. But going into the Minnesota and shutting down Dalvin Cook, I don't see it happening. I really don't. The Jags are hoping that the Jets stumble into a win so that they can clinch that number 1 overall pick. Jake, what about you? How do you see this game playing out?
Now, last game was maybe my upset special. This game is going to be my upset special. No. I'm taking the Jags on the road. For what particular reason, I'm not quite sure, but I got a feeling about this one that, yeah, like you said, I thought the Jags didn't look terrible last week. I mean, putting up a fight against a good 8-3 Cleveland Browns team. Who knows? Give me the upset here with the Jags.
Ooh, ballsy, but all right. James Robinson, maybe he goes off. Peyton Anderson, what about you?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Jaguars win, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, but they're gonna give the ball to Cook, man. That guy's on another level right there. He's the only person close to the king right now in rushing yards. He's literally carrying the Vikings with his presence on the field. You can use him in any way possible. There's no weakness to the guy. Plus, I'm a Florida State fan, so shout out to my boy Dalvin Cook.
There you go.
I'm taking Dalvin Cook and the Vikings, man. I think they'll take care of the Jaguars. They should. I mean, they should.
I think they should.
Vikings, man.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, if they do. They're kind of creeping back into that NFC playoff picture if they can make a run again there. Let's move on. Oh, man. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Jets. And you know what? If the Raiders were playing any other team, I would not pick them. But that loss to the Falcons, man, that was more than just, it won't matter. I mean, it was a loss to an NFC team, so it won't matter as far as tiebreakers go for the AFC playoff race. But that's just a kind of a loss that's just like, I don't think that's like a season-killing loss. I don't know why. I don't know how you can recover from a beatdown like that. I think the Raiders were exposed big time. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs in the AFC, but I do think they will beat the Jets, as everyone has been doing. So give me the Raiders here. Another upset special, Jake? Make it 2 for 2?
No upset special here. This is those wins that I need to scoop up and just not even flirt with it. Give me the Raiders. I will pick the Jets, and I will correctly pick their one win all year, but it's not going to be this week.
Okay. All right. I'll look forward to that then. Is it going to be a sweep, Titan Anderson, for the Raiders?
Yeah, Raiders ain't going to lose to the Jets. The Jets right now, I'm sure they want to win one before the end of the year. I'm sure they do. They want Lawrence, but there's no way. If the Raiders lose this game, wow. Wow.
Yeah. End the season. Yeah. Don't come back out for another game.
Yeah. No, Raiders win.
All right, that's a sweep for the Raiders. Pretty intriguing AFC South matchup here, guys. We got the Colts at the Texans. And I know me and you have kind of talked about it, Jake. This Houston team can be pretty dangerous with how Deshaun Watson's been playing this year. But you got no Will Fuller now. And Kenny Stills is not on the team. And I think Randall Cobb is also hurt. So it's the
Eric Reed is out too.
Oh, really? I didn't even realize that. All right.
Suspended PEDs.
Man, what's going on there? Yeah, it's Brian Cushing.
Brian Cushing is the strength coach. Yeah,
that is really
dishing out his medicine cabinet.
Interesting. Yeah, his medicine cabinet. Man, it's so tempting. I really want to pick the Texans to give us a solid win here over the Colts, but man, yeah, they are shorthanded at receiver. I think David Johnson's coming back, but not like he was doing much whenever he was healthy in the first place. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go Colts here on the road against the Texans. I feel like they're going to split the series, though. It might change, though. We'll see how the next 2 weeks shape up. But I'm going to take the Colts in this first week here, or this first matchup between them. Titan Anderson, what about you?
Well, Buckner's back, so I'm going Colts.
You're right. Yeah, that's enough.
Simple as that. That guy is so dominant. Unbelievable player, man. And they're just, their defense is just, it's different without him. I think the Colts should take care of business, man. I think they're gonna want to get that bad taste out of their mouth after what we did to them. So I think they're gonna look to make that comeback. And Watson's missing too much, man. He's literally running a relay race by himself. So there's only so much he can do.
Yeah, with the Colts getting healthier on defense, he could be in a lot of trouble there trying to survive the pockets. Jake, what about you?
I'm going to make it a sweep. I'm not going to let my rooting interests get in the way of what this matchup is. I agree with Titan Anderson. They're getting some key players back for the Colts. So, and Houston just seemingly keeps losing them. So, yeah, Deshaun Watson is running a relay race by himself. I like that. I stole that, and I'm going to also take the Colts.
Yeah, we're gonna use that now and not credit you for that expression.
Sounds good.
All right, man. We got a big time NFC West showdown and a very crowded NFC West. We got the Rams at 7-4 going to Arizona at 5, riding a 2-game losing streak after that Hail Murray. They just can't get back on the winning track again. Can they get it together here though at home against a Rams team that? Yeah, they lost to the 49ers and got swept by the 49ers. Me and you, Jake, were talking about, hey, this is a sneaky team coming up. Could they somehow sneak up to that number 1 seed by the end of the year? But, dude, what happened there against the Niners? So both of these teams need a bounce-back win.
They do.
Man, well, I'll let you take it first then, Titan Anderson. Who do you think gets this one?
Man, I almost don't want to pick. Like, this is crazy. Like,
I don't either.
I feel like this is like it can go either way, man. I feel like if you were to pick one team or the other, like there's no way of like feeling confident. This is crazy. I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one. Slightly, just barely, man. Just the needle's barely tipping. I just think that defense is gonna do what it has to do, man. They've got so much talent on that defense, and right now Murray is doing his thing, man. He's got so many weapons, but I just think that the Rams are going to do what they got to do to contain him enough, and cause a few turnovers and win the game defensively. Low scoring game. I don't think Kyler Murray is going to go crazy or anything like that. The Rams have these players on defense who know football, who are smart, great football players, and I think the defense is going to carry them. A low scoring game too, like low 20s, high teens, something like that. But I think it's going to be a really good defensive battle, definitely. And I see the Rams just barely winning, man. I'm going for the Cardinals just because I like Hopkins just because he's not on the Texans no more. So kind of rooting for them, you know what I mean? But
DeAndre Hopkins going up against Jalen Ramsey. They're familiar with each other.
That's a matchup right there. That's a matchup right there.
That'll be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. All right, you're going Rams then. Jake, who are you going with?
You know, I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that the Rams are a real dark horse in the NFC, and I think they could make a deep playoff run. And, you know, they lose one game against, Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. I think he just kind of has their number, frankly, and everybody hopped off the Rams bandwagon. Well, I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to take the Rams here as well.
Man, yeah. You know what? I was kind of leaning towards the Rams too, but I don't want to make this one a sweep. The Cardinals are at home. I think Kyler Murray is going to be running for his life because of Aaron Donald and company, but that could be a good thing. That's where a lot of, I think, explosive plays can happen for him. And I think the Rams might find themselves in more trouble putting pressure on Murray than if they weren't and just let him, kind of throw it from the pocket. But, I think Kyler Murray's going to come ready to play. He's going to scramble around and cause some problems for that defense. Yeah, give me the Cardinals. Sure, I'll go with Arizona. They let me down last week, but I'll stick with it. Let's move on to playoff hopefuls. Probably, well, it's the New York Giants. They're only hopeful if
playoff hopeful. Yeah,
I mean for sure. And then the Seahawks are most definitely going to make the playoffs, winning the division or otherwise. Kind of an intriguing matchup, but this game is in Seattle. I don't know if Giants have strung together 3 straight wins. This is going to be the toughest one yet. I have a hard time seeing them winning this game. I'll go ahead and say I got Seahawks, Russell Wilson at home. I got them winning this game. I'll go to you, Jake. You're nodding your head. You're agreeing with me.
I'm going to take the Seahawks as well. If this game was in New York, I think the Giants could have been my upset pick of the week, but it is not in New York. It is way across the country in Seattle. So I'm going to take the home team here in the Seahawks.
All right. Titan Anderson, will it be a sweep?
Sweep. Bring out the broom. There ain't no way the Seahawks are losing to anybody from the NFC least. There's no way. No way.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Giants though, but I don't think it's Seahawks should take care of business pretty easily.
Yeah, I've said it before, but I am pulling for the Giants in that division just because of the Logan Ryan factor. Big fan of that guy, and I think
he's
having a good year too.
Yeah, he is.
Let's move on to another NFC East hopeful, Philadelphia Eagles. They're not going to win it. I mean, did you guys see them last week against the Seahawks? And they have to go to Green Bay. Is there any reason to spend a long time on this game? I got Packers.
I have Packers as well.
Packers.
Ooh, yeah. You held me in suspense there for a second.
There was some hesitation.
The Eagles are so bad.
Yeah.
They're so bad. I don't know
both sides of the ball now,
man.
too. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with them, man. They're lost.
Doug Peterson, man. Oof. Yeah, they need to take a hard look at him. Kind of getting, he can't work with it. I guess it was Frank Reich who was the mastermind behind that Super Bowl run, that offense back in 2017. But yeah, bad times for the Eagles. I think, it's easy pick for the Packers here. Let's move on. Patriots just barely hanging on for dear life for this AFC playoff race. They're at 5-6. They probably need to win out. They could maybe afford one more, maybe sneak in at 9-7 with that extra seventh playoff spot now this year. But they've got to go to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers team that's, very capable on offense, at least. Justin Herbert having a fantastic season. So by no means is that going to be an easy game. Jake, I'll go back to you. You've been kind of picking the Patriots more so than a lot of us here this year, and you've been right many times to do so. Do you see them winning this one?
I do see them winning this one. I know they're clinging on by the skin of their chinny chin, but I don't think they're going to end up making the AFC playoffs. I think that it's too crowded for that wild card spot, and the Bills are going to pretty much wrap up the East this weekend. But I'm going to take the Patriots here, despite, the cross-country travels. I just don't think the Chargers quite have it put together. I like Justin Herbert and the things that they're doing, but it's not there yet. Maybe next year, but give me Bill Belichick and the Patriots here.
All right, I like it. Titan Anderson, what about you?
Man, there's a lot of tough ones this week. Like literally, oh my God. I'm going to go Chargers. I just think that I do not trust Cam Newton. I don't. He's not throwing for anything, really, to be honest. They have the better coach, maybe overall better players. That's debatable. But I just think Herbert, the way he's playing, what a draft pick for the Chargers, man. He looks like he's a franchise quarterback. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, man, you name it. They pretty much got it. I think that offense is going to have a fun day with the Patriots defense. Something tells me big win for the Chargers.
Ooh.
Big win.
Big win too. All right.
Yes, sir. I feel it.
Sounds good.
You make a good argument. I'll give you that. It's tempting, but I kind of, I like to ride the momentum a little bit. And the Patriots are coming off the win. Chargers are a little disappointing. Who did they drop to? It was like 27-17.
Who was it?
Bills? Was it the Bills?
Yes. Yeah. Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tough opponent still. They are at home now. I gotta go with Bill Belichick. I mean, if anyone can scheme up a game plan against a lesser opponent, it's gonna be him. I mean, you mentioned it, Tyne Anderson. Just the coaching is definitely in the favor of the Patriots in this game. So I'll take the Patriots though. I know you went with the Chargers, but give me the Patriots. Kind of hanging around for dear life once again for another week. Let's move on to Sunday Night Football. The Denver Broncos, good news for them. They will be having a quarterback for this game. But I don't know if it's going to help them because they have to play the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Tyne Anderson, do the Broncos have a prayer to upset the Chiefs?
No. Oh, God, no. That team.
Give up your faith. You have no prayers.
No. Kansas City, man, the way that they're going, that team is their offense is special. Like literally, I was telling people I saw something where it showed there was something that said non-MVPs that are or MVPs that aren't quarterbacks, and they showed Travis Kelce, Derrick Henry, and a few other guys. I think one person that needs to be talked about is Tyreek Hill.
Oh man, he went off last week.
That guy, I think when it's all said and done, and I hate the Chiefs, but when it's all said and done, he's going to be mentioned up there with the Randy Mosses, the Terrell Owens.
Wow.
He's that talented. When I see what he does, I know it's almost like I know Mahomes is a great quarterback, But if you put Mahomes on the Jets, would he be that great? Probably not that great. I think he would still be good. But what Tyreek Hill does is unbelievable. He's not just like, and it's weird because he's small, but he's kind of buff. Like he's built well, and he jumps high. He's got great hands, catches everything. So
he's got that X factor. He's such a good feel for the game. He reminds me of Antonio Brown, where he knows exactly. He has body control, super athletic, can run a perfect route, super fast. It's pretty much unguardable. He's getting into that territory.
Man, that's why when we play them, we always have someone deep, man. You can get those 12, 13, 14 play drives on us, but you ain't gonna try 80 yards on us, man. He's special. I'm telling you, he's special. I think he's a better football player than Patrick Mahomes is right now. Mahomes is an amazing. A lot of people will probably think I'm crazy for that, but when I watch Tyreek Hill, I see somebody that we've never seen before. I don't think we've ever seen somebody like a Tyreek Hill. Like Randy Moss, you'd be like, oh, you got Moss when you catch it over somebody playing at the park. Tyreek Hill, I think from now on, when you run by someone, you got Hilled. Or you got Tyreek or something.
You got Tyreek by.
He's got so much speed and change of direction, quickness. It's unbelievable.
260 yards does not happen by accident.
That's unbelievable. Like that's Madden on rookie. You know what I mean? Like that's not right. So Chiefs, man.
I feel like the Chiefs are kind of just waiting around for the playoffs to start. Some of their games are close, but you never really feel like the Chiefs are ever going to lose. I got the Chiefs. They're just kind of waiting for the playoffs to really take things seriously. Jake, I think, have you picked Chiefs?
I'm going to take the Chiefs as well. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I'm going to come out of frame real quick. I got to plug in my laptop, but I'm listening. So you can go ahead.
We will then trudge on with the video. Let's move on to a doubleheader on Monday Night Football. A lot of schedule changes because
yes, sir.
Steelers keep getting screwed in their schedules. Keep getting changed. But this could be an interesting game. Washington at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, no one really is buying them. They're 11-0 record. I mean, I think there was a headline that was like, are they the worst 11-0 team of all time? And it's like, they're 11-0. Like, I get what you're trying to say, but this is a very good team. And Washington can, I don't know, they can be kind of surprising. With Alex Smith back there, I think he's a good fit for what they're trying to do right now. They've got a good front seven. Do the Washington football team have a shot at giving the Steelers their first loss? I'll go to you, Titan Anderson. Give me that upset pick. I want to hear it.
Nah, not this week, man. No way. Okay. Nah, man. I just think that the Steelers got too much for I gotta say the name right. The football team. It's just it's too much, man. I mean, I hope they lose, but I don't see it happening right now. I mean, the football team. I like their team, actually. I just think they need a few more pieces plugged in. Gibson, I like him. It seems like he's a solid player. Scary Terry McLaurin, that guy's a baller. Chase Young, the Predator, that dude is amazing.
They've got some good pieces, yeah.
They've got a lot of talent. They do. But I just think right now they're not ready for a Pittsburgh team. I don't think so.
You got to think that maybe the scheduling factor should catch up to them at some point where they just have to drop a game. And I feel like that could be a factor here. Jake, how do you feel? Are you still on the Steelers?
Yeah, you're still trying to talk me into this Washington football team. You're killing me, Justin. I almost want to do it. There's a lot of Pittsburgh fans where I'm at in Ohio, and they're all worried. They're all worried about this game. Yeah. But I think they're kind of a little bit of a bunch of drama queens, frankly, those Pittsburgh Steelers fans. So I don't think they have anything to worry about. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
All right. Yeah, I was hoping one of you guys would pick Washington. I'm going to go with the Steelers, too. I'll make it a boring sweep here. I don't know. I think they could compete, though. Maybe this front seven, could halt the running game. I don't know. Big Ben, can he make up enough plays through the air? And then, I like what Antonio Gibson's doing as well, like you were saying, Pine Anderson. They've got some good pieces, but Steelers. We all got Steelers here in this game. We got the Bills at the 49ers. Monday Night Football. 49ers disappear and then they come back, and they disappear and they come back. I don't know. Sometimes they can sweep the Rams, but then get blown out by Washington or somebody. I don't know. Bills are a good team, though. That's a long way to travel, though. Maybe get some jet lag going on there. I don't know. I said I wanted to do this one quick, but I'm having a hard time picking this one. 49ers are very tempting. Let's call this my upset special. I'll take the 49ers at home here on Monday Night Football. They're just really well coached. They play solid football despite all the pieces and talent that they're missing from their roster. So, shout out 49ers. Titan Anderson, how do you feel about this one?
I just got one word. Debo.
Yeah,
Let's go 49ers at home, close game. Big win for 49ers, man. They've been playing really well, just like you said, man. And I like Brandon. How do you say his name? Ayuk or Ayuk? Hey, man, him and Debo. Those what they can do with the ball in their hands is fun to watch, man. It's just it sucks they're injured, man. It would be nice to see 49ers at full strength. And not having Nick Bosa in the NFL is a crime, but it is what it is. Go 49ers.
I mean, they're still the defending NFC champions. We kind of forget about that at this point now. But Jake, how about you? Are you feeling the 49er match?
On my paper, I had them circled down there at the end. Okay.
Very nice.
But I'm seeing this as an easy opportunity to pick up a win on both Justin, and the guest slot. So I'm going to take Buffalo on the road. I should have made it a San Francisco sweep just for funsies, but I'm taking Buffalo in this one to try and gain a game.
I respect the strategy. All right, that's cool. That's fine. So we get Tuesday Night Football with the Dallas Cowboys going up against the Ravens. Who is going to be available for this Ravens team? But does it even matter since they're playing the Cowboys? And the Cowboys are mightily struggling right now. I got the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens. I feel like Lamar Jackson should be back. If he's back, they definitely will win this game. So I'll go Ravens. Jake, what about you?
With Lamar back, you can't not take the Ravens here. I'm on Baltimore as well.
All right. Titan Anderson?
I'm going Purple Pigeons.
Purple Pigeons. I like that too. We should also steal that.
Yep. I'll write it down.
Thank you. All right. It's the game of the week. Probably like for the NFL in general, but definitely here
for real this time.
On this one, yes. We got the Cleveland Browns coming to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans. Both teams 8-3. Titans want to, keep up their game lead against the Colts. Browns want to, solidify their wild card spot. Probably not going to be able to catch Pittsburgh at this point, but they'd almost be a shoo-in for the playoffs at this point if they do get a win. Jake, we mentioned this in our preview episode that should be coming out shortly. Whichever team can shut down the other team's running attack, is that what it's going to come down to? Both of these teams are 1-2 in the league in rushing. Can King Henry again put on the crown after this game, after another dominant performance? We could hope so. Cleveland also coming in with missing a couple pieces in their secondary. Denzel Ward, big time loss for him. Ronnie Anderson, their safety, is out for the season, but they get Myles Garrett back, who has literally more sacks than our entire team, I'm pretty sure. Jake, I'll let you go, and I'll make my pick, and I'll let you have the final word, Titan Anderson.
Now, when it comes to this game, Justin, I'm a very superstitious guy.
Very much.
And the past 2 weeks, I have picked against the Titans. And 3 out of the last 4 weeks, I've picked against the Titans in these picks videos. Coincidentally, 3 out of the last 4 games where I picked against the Titans, they won all 3 of those games. Now, in our preview video, I picked the Titans to win this game. But for superstition's sake, I will intentionally take the loss on this one, pick the Browns for the logo to go here, just so I can fulfill my superstition and feel good about it. And Titan Anderson, we talked about this last week. It's all for the nature of the Titans getting wins. So I'm doing my part to help the team. I'm going to take
very superstitious here. Yeah. And I'm all for it. I would kind of get pissed if you picked the Titans to win this game in this picks video here. But yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean,
key phrase, I'm taking the intentional loss in the picks video to take.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. I like it. We'll take that. Yeah, you did. Even though you picked the Colts last week to win, you still came out with a better overall record last week. So maybe it'll work out again the same way.
Hopefully I can repeat that kind of success.
I've got to take the Titans. It is my sworn duty here at Titans Tube. This team, I think our offense, this is a good matchup for our offense. The only thing that worries me, I think, of course, is Myles Garrett and that front defensive line, who is pretty good. But our offensive line has been doing really good the past few weeks. Yeah, the Colts were hurt last week. The Ravens as well. Both of those teams were missing their big men and Calais Campbell and then DeForest Buckner last week with the Colts. But it's a healthier defense that we're seeing, at least up front. But I really like this passing matchup that we can possibly exploit. A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, we're getting Adam Humphries back, and they're down one of not just their best corner, but one of the best defensive players. I think Denzel Ward is as important to that secondary as Myles Garrett is to their front seven, if that makes sense. And also missing depth with Ronnie Harrison Jr. on IR. I think we can do some good things. And Jake, you were saying about their other safety, Sandejo. A lot of Browns fans were kind of disappointed in that free agent signing so far this year. Apparently he's been struggling, giving up a lot of yards. So even if Derrick Henry is getting shut down, even if the King is kind of slow out of the gates here, I like the prospect of our passing attack and Ryan Tannehill to be able to keep pace with whatever the Browns do on offense. I mean, their running backs could have a field day, but if it becomes a shootout, I'll take Ryan Tannehill in this offense over Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, and then Austin Hooper. Kareem Hunt is a good pass catcher, but yeah, they're pretty thin. They're super thin on wide receiver. So give me the Titans. Give me the Titans. I think there's a lot of advantages you can point to, but you never know. You never know what the Titans are gonna put out there on game day. But that's how I'm seeing it. Titan Anderson, give us what your take on this game. How do you think the Titans can win?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. If these teams are very similar, it's almost like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, true.
Except they have a two-headed monster and we've got a king. You know what I mean? It's really it's a weird situation. It's gonna be basically, to me, it's gonna come down to whoever can run better will probably win the game. I think that's what will come down to. And our guys have been playing so well, and I don't know if it's because of Desmond King or not, but I need to give a Desmond King stat real quick. Over 300 snaps, plays, no touchdowns given up from Desmond King. That is unbelievable. Thank you, Chargers, for Kamale Correa for Desmond King.
It was one of our
essentially
round picks.
I heard it was that pick though. But regardless, man, the guy has held down the slot position. When we were struggling a lot earlier, everyone attacked the middle of the field. We could not guard anyone in the middle. And Desmond King, he's got attitude, he's got swagger. He just brings something different. And he worked out with a lot of our guys in the offseason. So there's already chemistry there. It's unbelievable. What a godsend he's been. But we got Big Jeff. That guy is, oh my God. Thank God for Big Jeff. Isn't he amazing? The whole tummy rub thing was awesome. And you still got Big Daquan back there. And then Tart has been balling.
Yeah, did you see some highlights of him just taking Quentin Nelson to school last week? Where do we find this guy? I thought Quentin Nelson's like an all-pro first-round pick. Dang.
Yeah, Tart has been balling.
Tart.
Yeah, he's been doing so well. I just think our defense has just been going upward. We've been just gelling, getting better and better weekly, and that's what we needed. We really needed it. I think we'll do fine. And if it comes down to where both run games are negated, we have the better quarterback. We have the better weapons, in my opinion. They don't have a receiver like AJ Brown. I mean, Jarvis Landry, he's pretty good.
He's a different type. He's a different build.
But another thing is we don't have Jonnu, but I have a lot of faith in Ferkser. I always said if Ferkser was fast, he would be amazing. And he's still pretty good. But and then getting Humphries back, there's just, oh man, if they load that box, they're gonna pay for it. Those play actions are gonna destroy them. Tannehill's gonna katana just make sushi. He's gonna go crazy. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how Arthur Smith attacks this defense, because I see a lot of holes. And it literally could come down to Arthur Smith calling a lot of those tricky pass plays, or a lot of play action needs to be called because they're gonna load the box. And with Humphries back, oh man, I just feel like we're gonna get going. This could be a game where it literally shows the whole world like the Titans are here to play. We're here. We ain't going nowhere.
We can beat you on the ground. We can beat
Titans,
you in the
man.
air. Yeah. Yeah, give us the Titans. Jake over there, one picking the Browns, but it's for a good reason. It's the superstition.
I will say, yeah, I like what you said, Titan Anderson. In our preview video, we were talking about, Ryan Tannehill and the passing offense being, if they do negate Derrick Henry, I believe in Ryan Tannehill. And I want to see a game with Ryan Tannehill putting up 300 plus. I want to see that kind of air raid from this, specific Titans offense, because I think they're capable of doing it. But, you look at the stat sheet and 150 yards go to the king and 2 touchdowns. So,
and we're all okay with that. We're all okay.
We're okay with that. Yeah, for sure. But I think this is a game and an opportunity for Ryan Tannehill to really show up. I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think you said it best. Looking for. I was going to bring that up too, Jake. How we would like to see like a 300-yard passing game from Tannehill, so King Henry doesn't have to carry the load so much. But yeah, and then the play action passing, I think, like you were saying, Titan Anderson, that could be lethal. I would love to see Arthur Smith scheme up some of that stuff.
Yes.
With AJ, just put the ball in AJ Brown's hand, man. Just throw him some screens, just let him run, dude. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this game, and that kind of worries me. But dude, back-to-back road wins against like my 2 most hated teams in the league, Baltimore and then Indy. Like, I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm feeling pretty good about the direction of this team right now.
Yes, sir.
So gotta be optimistic against this Browns team coming into town. But still, they've got talent. They've they do have that narrative that they haven't beaten, except for the Colts. They haven't beaten anyone above 500. So this is their time. This is their time to prove it. They can beat an AFC contender. So they're gonna be looking to bring it and put themselves on the map. So we'll see what happens. So let's wrap it up, guys. I guess, man. Fun times. That was our picks. You guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, give it a like and make sure to check out Titan Anderson. Follow him on Twitter at Titan Anderson1. Anything else? Anything else to close us out, gentlemen?
Just thanks so much, Titan Anderson, for coming on here. It was a great time. We always love having guests on, and you were no exception. So yeah, thanks for being with us. And yeah, you have anything to take us to the bar and shout out your channel once more and such?
Give us some plugs.
Well, I want to thank you guys, man. I like I said, man, I've seen you guys even before I really got serious into YouTube. So just thank you guys for what you've done for this culture, for this franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were doing, there really wasn't many guys doing it before you guys, to be honest, that are still even around, or, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people come and go. So shout out to you guys, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna push all that onto Justin. I've only been on for this season, but we have had multiple people say that, and I was a fan from day one.
Hey, you get a pass with that mustache, bro. You win.
Absolutely,
win, bro.
Yeah. That mustache, you're automatically.
I'll take it. I'll accept the compliment then.
I mean, I'd say too, like, without you, Jake, I don't know if I would have continued on with the season, since Caleb wasn't able to do it this year with us. So, so thanks to Jake too for helping keep the channel alive. But thanks for the kind words, Titan Anderson. Hopefully we get to do this again sometime. Maybe we'll get on a stream or something. Or
yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you guys, man. You guys, we'll set something up, man. You guys can come on the TA show, and it's a party every single time I'm live. And I promise you that you will have a blast. I had a blast today, man. I love talking Titans football, man. Me being in San Diego, we don't have that many. I mean, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of fans of the Titans in California, but in San Diego, not too much. Yeah, there's actually a group called the California Titan fans that were actually shouted out on the Blitz by Derrick Henry and all them. So they got their own flag. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, man, we're gonna definitely get you guys on the TA show, man. It's a fun time, man. And I think you guys would enjoy yourselves, man. There's nothing better than talking, not just with YouTubers, but just talking with people who love this football team, man. We all bleed two-tone blue.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, show us the ways of the live streaming, as they call it, and what the new kids are doing these days. I'm so out of the loop.
You can show those old timers a thing or two.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get you guys a couple pairs of glasses.
Yeah, love it. I would love that. Perfect. Well, all right, man. Yeah, with that, that's going to do it for us here. Join us next week. We're going to do it again. Another edition of Weekly Picks, Week 14. We'll see how we do for this week. So you guys take care. Thanks again to Titan Anderson. You guys tighten up. Looking forward to watching these games on Sunday.
Tighten up. Peace.
Tighten up, everybody.